Self-doubt, self-sabotage, it's all a sign of depression, right? Different intensities of frustration and different angles of depression. How do we overcome that? I'm going to share a hack, but before that, let's understand the science behind it or the reality behind it. Every human being operates out of ego, different states of ego, right? But when we are operating in the self-doubt zone, or people who do not have that self-doubt, what's happening in them? So there are two egos that you're going to see here. One is inflated ego, another one is deflated ego. So what's happening to a person who operates out of, when do we actually operate out of inflated and deflated ego? Suppose you have committed something and you have achieved, okay, and you continue to achieve that goals. And when you feel that you're achieving, when you feel that you've succeeded everything, when you feel that you're really successful in things that you've committed, and you feel like you've arrived, that means you are operating out of inflated ego. And when you feel you're not able to complete your commitments, you're not able to achieve what you want to, because they are able to do it and you're not able to do it. So when you operate in that zone, you're operating out of deflated ego. Now what's happening to these both people? A person who feels that they have achieved something and this is it, that means they are going downward spiral of depurposing themselves, which means they are getting distracted from their higher purpose. And for a person who is operating out of deflated ego, they are looking up at somebody, they have been able to do it, they have been able to do it, and why am I not able to complete it? So slowly this mind starts going everywhere, and they want to again revisit their goals, and it's called repurposing. So it's going upward. And when I say upward spiral, it's not progressing, it's not propelling you to that goal, but instead you want to revisit. That's when the self-doubt occurs. Of course it occurs either ways, but this is more prominent. Now what do we do in this? Before we argue whether which side is correct, neither side is correct to be in. So the best fit is to stay in the center, to find that middle point, that neutrality. What is going to give you that neutrality? The simple hack is to stay on your mission. Instead of calling yourself either successful or not so successful yet, just call yourself as a person on a mission. If you're constantly working on your mission, when you're constantly pursuing a mission, that's when you are neutral and you're able to see perspectives from all sides. And it also gives you energy to propel yourself. You don't need an external validation for you to do your daily tasks. You don't need somebody to remind you, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. You are becoming unstoppable. You are becoming auto-responding. So this is a hack. And if you find this useful, please feel free to leave a comment. And also, most importantly, apply this and see and share your experience below. So I'm going to recap what we just spoke. A simple hack to avoid self-doubt is to first fix your mission. Understand what's your mission. And for you to understand your mission, I'm going to give you another hack. Simply what you have to do is, you should know what is the top 3 priority of tasks or any values that you have that you need to work on daily basis. For example, tomorrow you want to work on something, just pick up top 3 priority things in your life on that day. What is the most important thing that you need to work on that day? And jot down that and start working on that. And when you're completing that, at the end of the day, just take an audit of whether it's completed or not. And when it's completed, you would literally feel that refreshment, and you will feel that you've achieved something. Again, this is only to propel you to the next set of goals. Now, eventually, what's happening here is you will align yourself to the highest priority values of your life. Highest values. Now, that's more important for you to arrive at your mission, because deriving your mission statement is a task by itself. But what's most needed is, what's most skipped or forgotten aspect of, most people don't take into consideration is their value system. So you really have to know what is it you want in your life. So this is a third hack. If you want to understand what is that values, you can go to Google and just type the list of values. It's going to throw, list of values, hundreds of values that you can take a note of. It's just a value word. Maybe for people, someone like family is their value system, the highest priority for them. For some, making money is highest priority. For some, integrity is highest important in their life. When I say value, it's another topic for it by itself. That is something which cannot be, which is in you, and it cannot be avoided. It will pervade in all domains of activities of your life. Whether you are working or you're not working, you're watching a movie or you're talking to your friend or you're talking to your boss, everywhere that particular value is going to pop up. So you need to find out that values. And for you to find out that value, the third hack is to know what is it you really want. Now for this video, I'm going to only share this much. So let me recap and tell you. First is to keep yourself grounded by finding that center point. And for you to find that neutrality, it's best to pursue a mission. Constantly work on your mission. And second thing is to understand and work only on top 3 priorities in your life, in your daily tasks. And for you to understand the values, you need to understand what is it you really want in your life. So if you jot down, if you think through and jot down, you will arrive at some words, okay? Some tasks. It may be for family, it may be for self, it may be for making money, or doing something on your passions, hobbies, anything can pop up. But just be honest. And when you jot down, there's a whole lot of process to determine your values and other stuffs. But when you are able to jot down your values, just prioritize that as top 3 priorities the next day for you to work on it. And when you're able to achieve that tasks that you are prioritized, you will naturally start feeling, fulfilling. And you'll start feeling that, yes, you're able to do stuffs. So the self-doubt will disappear. And when you grow with this, let's say 30 days, 90 days, when you start practicing this, you will eventually arrive at your mission statement. I hope this is useful, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.